peripheral neuropathy or polyneuropathy usually is characterized by the length dependent pattern and affects the lower limb is affected more than the upper limb. We will discuss about polyneuropathy and Guillain-Barré syndrome in this section. One should know that in polyneuropathy the lower limb is affected more than the upper limb, and the sensory symptom occur in ascending pattern and usually causes ascending glove and stalking pattern of sensory loss. Now we will start the causes behind the polyneuropathy. The major causes in the polyneuropathy can be either deficiency in the vitamin or some drug intake, or it can be due to some toxin inflammation, systemic disease, tumor or genetic in origin. Vitamin में it can be due to either thiamine deficiency, pyrimidine deficiency, this is pyridoxine. Other vitamin can be either vitamin B12, which also causes polyneuropathy, or vitamin E. Some of the drug which can cause polyneuropathy is amiodarone and antibiotic. And the antibiotic which can cause polyneuropathy are usually dapsone, isoniazid and metronidazole. Okay, and any infection in the CNS can cause polyneuropathy, or some specific infection can be either HIV or leprosy. Some of the toxin induced polyneuropathy can be either due to alcohol ingestion, nitrous oxide. Inflammatory polyneuropathy is manifested in the Guillain-Barré syndrome, which we will be discussing in this section, and other can be either vasculitis associated polyneuropathy such as polyarteritis nodosa or SLE induced, some sort of malignancy, and usually the malignancy is due to the metastatic cause. Metastatic malignancy can also cause polyneuropathy, and systemic disease like diabetes mellitus and renal failure can be. And some of the genetic disease can be Charcot-Marie tooth disease or familial amyloid polyneuropathy, or hereditary neuralgic amyotrophy. Hereditary neuralgic amyotrophy or familial amyloid polyneuropathy. And some of the other causes can be either amyloidosis. So in this way we can remember the causes behind the polyneuropathy: vitamin, drug infection, toxin, inflammation, systemic disease, tumor and genetic. So we will usually these patients are treated according to the symptoms present and according to the disease which is causing polyneuropathy. And some of the for the symptomatic relief, if the patient is suffering paraesthesia, carbamazepine, amitriptyline or aspirin can be given. And for the weakness they are suffering, they should be prescribed with they should be counseled for physiotherapy. Now the second topic in this section will be Guillain-Barré syndrome. Guillain-Barré syndrome. This is the immune mediated demyelinating type of disease, means acute immune demyelinating polyneuropathy. This was the first thing we were going to tell about Guillain-Barré syndrome. Okay, and usually Guillain-Barré syndrome is associated post to viral infection. वायरल इन्फेक्शन के बाद में गुलियन-बेरी का मैनिफेस्टेशन देखा जाता है. एंड व्हाट कुड बी दैट वायरस? दैट कैन बी ओके, not only virus, it can be also post to vaccination or surgery. Vaccination or some sort of surgery. So these were the condition post to which Guillain-Barré is manifested. And the infection can be infection which we were looking can be either Epstein-Barr virus infection, or some of the bacterial infection can also predispose Guillain-Barré. Means Epstein-Barr virus का infection and bacteria like Campylobacter jejuni, or the other bacteria can be Mycoplasma pneumoniae. So these are the infection which can predispose Guillain-Barré syndrome. And what did we learn in the first line? That Guillain-Barré is a immune mediated demyelinating polyneuropathy. Means what? There is a auto antibody which acts against our malign sheath के अगेंस्ट में काम करता है, और which degrades the component of the malign sheath and causes degeneration and neuropathy in the nerve. But one should remember that only the malign sheath are affected, not the axon. The axons are completely normal in case of Guillain-Barré syndrome. Now the most important portion in the Guillain-Barré syndrome is the classical presentation of this patient. And the very specific classical presentation in the Guillain-Barré syndrome is the ascending paralysis, symmetrical ascending paralysis. This is the key word which is usually given in case of Guillain-Barré syndrome. Symmetrical ascending paralysis. And what does this means? Usually the weakness starts from the distal limb and ascends upward. Suppose that this means that the weakness starts from the lower limb, and even in the lower limb it usually affects the distal part. Lower limb का भी distal parts are first affected, then the proximal part, which then progresses to the upper limb. This is the classical ascending pattern, symmetrical ascending pattern of paralysis seen in the Guillain-Barré syndrome. And other presentation in the Guillain-Barré syndrome will be reflex are decreased or may be normal. There will be autonomic abnormalities also, means incontinence का फीचर भी लेके आ सकते हैं. Autonomic nervous system like incontinence feature, and sometimes they also present with respiratory muscle paralysis and facial weakness. Respiratory, facial, oropharyngeal, weakness. So this is also the feature. And sometimes but the most common presenting complaint for the patient in the Guillain-Barré is the pain of the back, hip and thigh. Look how vague is the symptom. Means they usually, this is the most common presenting complaint. Pain is the most common presenting complaint. Pain in the back area is the most common presenting complaint in the patient of the Guillain-Barré. And if a patient complains of autonomic instability, that is very life threatening type of condition, and they can present with bradycardia, hypotension or ileus, decreased BP, decreased pulse, and they can also present with ileus. So this is very life threatening type, but the pain is the most common presenting complaint. So for the diagnosis of the Guillain-Barré, what we can perform, diagnosis करने के लिए we will go for the lumbar puncture and see for the cytoalbuminic dissociation, and lumbar puncture का जो CSF आया, and the CSF finding will be usually the protein is raised, and there is the cell count is normal, cell count in the CSF is normal, and the other investigation we will see is the electromyography for the motor abnormality, and in 25% cases में we can also see the antibody which is acting against the malign sheath, antibody against the gangliocyte is also seen in 25% of cases. And some of the disease related to the Guillain-Barré should always be ruled out, like what are the similar type of presentation with Guillain-Barré. They can be either poliomyelitis, botulism, diphtheria, spinal cord compression syndrome, or myasthenia gravis. Okay, so these should be always be ruled out. So what did we learn in Guillain-Barré? First of all, we should this is the definition, means it is a acute immune mediated polyneuropathy. It can be post to viral or bacterial infection, or post to vaccination and post surgery. And what is the pathophysiology in this disease? Autoantibody acts against the malign sheath of the nerve, as a result polyneuropathy is seen. Then we saw for the clinical feature in which there is symmetrical ascending paralysis, in which the lower limb is affected first, and then proceeds to the ascendingly towards the upper limb. Usually the reflexes are diminished or may be normal, and respiratory, facial and oropharyngeal weakness can also be manifested. And the most common presenting complaint for Guillain-Barré syndrome is the back pain in the patient. And if the autonomic abnormalities like decreased BP, decreased pulse, or paralytic ileus is seen, that is a very life-threatening type of condition. For the diagnosis, we performed lumbar puncture and saw that the CSF under CSF there is raised protein, but the cell count was normal. And for the motor paralysis, we performed electromyography, and in 25% we saw that autoantibody against the gangliocyte can also be demonstrated. And very important, we also need to rule out the similar sort of cases like poliomyelitis, botulinum, diphtheria and spinal cord syndrome. Okay, now talking about the treatment modality of the Guillain-Barré syndrome. Early treatment and supportive measure we will give. In early treatment, there is IV immunoglobulin in the dose of 0.4 gram per kg. Infusion is done for 5 days. Okay, and that neutralizes the Guillain-Barré autoantibody within 2 weeks, and it should be administered within 2 weeks. This is the within 2 weeks. And the other modality for the treatment will be our plasma exchange therapy, that is plasmapheresis. And it is done at the rate of 50 ml per kg and 4 times a week. So these are the two modalities, and overall 80% of the patient recovers completely within 3 to 6 months after plasmapheresis, and 4% dies and remainder suffer from residual neurological deficit. Okay, and if the cases is worsening, then we will transfer them to the ICU and maintain airway, breathing and circulation, and supportive measures should also be considered in the treatment. Support कैसे कर सकते हैं, तो support for DVT means do not keep the patient long time on the bed to prevent DVT. Tracheostomy can be performed in severe cases if there is airway problem. Physiotherapy should be introduced immediately in such a cases. Skin care should be taken in care so that to prevent bed sores, and joint physiotherapy and daily reassurance should be taken under consideration. So this is all about the polyneuropathy.